Hey everyone, so welcome to my channel. Today we are going to discuss about this subsets. So we know that Rn forms a vector space over R. Okay, so my V is Rn, where n can be any natural number. It's a vector space over R. So like if I take the first one, set of all x comma y. So one can see that this is a subset of R2, two-dimensional space, such that 2 times the first component plus 3 times the second component is 0. So I'm taking those points where 2x plus 3y is 0 or y equal to minus 2 by 3 times x, whatever. It's a line passing through origin. Then second is, this is a subset of R3, something comma something comma something, such that the third component is the product of first two components. So this is a subset of R3. Question is whether this forms a subspace or not. This is a third one, 3x plus 2y plus 4z equal to 0. It's a plane in R3 that passes through origin. This is x plus y plus z equal to 1, x comma y comma sin x, and x y z such that z is square of the sum of the squares of the first two components. So all these are the subsets of R3. This is a subset of R2, and we are going to see which of these subsets forms a subspace. So that's what our job is, and I will tell you the trick in between, that simply looking at the set, can you tell whether it is a subspace or not? Now right now I can look and I know the trick. I will share with you in a moment, but by knowing that trick I know that this doesn't form a subspace, this doesn't form a subspace, this doesn't form a subspace, and even this doesn't form a subspace. Why so? I will come to it, but let's go step by step. First, let us try to prove that the first set forms a subspace of R2, because this is in R2, so we need to prove that it is a subspace of R2. Okay, so to prove a subspace, what do we do? So what is a subspace? It is a subset which itself satisfies all the properties of a vector space. But then do you really need to check all the properties of a vector space? No. There is a very nice theorem which says to check whether a W, which is a subset of a vector space V, to check whether this subset is a subspace or not, you simply do the following. You just check whether it contains the 0 vector. This will imply that it is non-empty. And then you check if you take any two vectors, say W1 and W2 from the subset, and you take alpha, a scalar, in this case it's a real number, then you show that you take the scalar multiplication and you do the vector addition, scalar multiplication and vector addition, then this should also belongs to W. That means the set is closed under vector addition and scalar multiplication. So once you show these two properties, then that subset forms a subspace. Okay, so that's the theorem we are going to use. So let's go for the first one. Does this set contains the 0 vector? So if I call this set as W, as you can see, your 0 comma 0, this is one way to write, or usually we represent the vector as a column vector. Okay, so both of them are right. So 0 comma 0 belongs to W. Why? Because 2 times the first component plus 3 times the first component. What is this? 2 times the first component plus 3 times the first component is 0. That means this vector is satisfying this equation. Therefore 0 bar belongs to W. So therefore the subset is a non-empty subset. Great. Now let's go for the second point. What I want to prove? I want to prove that if I take two vectors, say U bar is say x1 y1 and V bar is say x2 y2. These two vectors belongs to W. What we want to prove, our claim is alpha times U bar plus V bar belongs to W. That means what? Alpha x1 plus x2 and alpha y1 plus y2. This vector belongs to W. Right? Alpha times U bar. So alpha times U bar is alpha x1 alpha y1, and when you add it to V bar, you get this vector. Now when this vector will belong to W, if it will satisfy this condition, that means what? 2 times the first component alpha x1 plus x2 plus 3 times the second component, this should be 0. But what is this? You multiply 2 inside, you multiply 3 inside, and you take out alpha common, so alpha times 2x1 plus 3y1 and then 2x2 plus 3y2 plus 2x2 plus 3y2. But see, my u bar is in w. That means this vector satisfies this equation. That means 2x1 plus 3y1 is 0. That means 2x1 plus 3y1 is 0. My v bar is also in w. That means x2, y2 also satisfy this equation. That means 2x2 plus 3y2 is also 0. 2x2 plus 3y2 is also 0. And therefore the addition is 0. Therefore this vector indeed belongs to w, because 2 times the first component plus 3 times the second component is equal to 0. That means this vector is satisfying this equation of line. Therefore your subset w is a subspace of R2. Okay, now let's go for the second example. So the second is all xyz such that the third component is the product of two components. Now see, whenever you see product into the picture, then it will never form a subspace. Okay, see, vector space means what? Linear space. That means collection of all linear combination. Linear combination. This is not linear combination because you are having the product of variables. So whenever you have the product into the picture, product of variables, that means the product of components, then that will never ever form a subspace. Okay, so now I can give you an example for this. So if I take suppose 2, 3, so my z has to be 6, and if I take 7, 2, product has to be 14, then this belongs to w, right? Because third component is the product of first two component, third component is the product of first two components. But now if you add them, 7 plus 2 is 9, 5 and 20. Does this belongs to w? No. Why? Because the third component is not the product of first two components. 9, 5 is the 45, which is not equal to 20. So it has two vectors, but when you add, it does not fall into the same set. It goes somewhere else. So therefore, this is a subset of R3, but this is not a subspace of R3. Now let's go for the next one. So here is the third one. You have a subset of R3 such that 3 times the first component plus 2 times the second component plus 4 times the third component is 0. Geometrically, this is a plane in R3 that passes through origin. So whether this forms a subspace, answer is yes. Okay, so first you need to check whether the 0 vector belongs to this set. What is a 0 vector in R3? With respect to standard apparition, 0, 0, 0 is the vector in R3. And 3 times the first component plus 2 times the second component plus 4 times the third component. What is this equal to? 0. So yes, 0, 0, 0 satisfies this equation. Therefore this vector indeed belongs to W. Fine. Now let's go for the second property. What is the second property? You take two vectors from W. Okay. So let my u bar be say x1, y1, z1, and let v bar be x2, y2, z2 belongs to W. Okay, so what is our claim? For any alpha, a real number, I want to prove alpha u bar plus v bar belongs to W. That means what? That is, what is alpha times u bar plus v bar? It is alpha x1 plus x2, alpha y1 plus y2, and alpha z1 plus z2. We want to prove that this vector belongs to W, where alpha is a real number and u and v are the vectors from W. Now when this vector will belong to W, if it will satisfy this equation, that means what? 3 times the first vector plus 2 times the second vector plus 4 times the third vector. Right? Now you multiply 3 inside, multiply 2 inside, multiply 4 inside. And from here first 3 terms, no, this term and this term, you take out alpha common. So it is alpha times 3x1 plus 2y1 plus 4z1 plus 3x2, 2y2, 4z2. 3x2 plus 2y2 plus 4z2. But now see, u bar is in W, that means u bar will satisfy this equation. So 3x1 plus 2y1 plus 4z1 is 0. So this term is 0. My v bar is also in W, therefore 3x2 plus 2y2 plus 4z2 is also 0. So therefore this is also 0, and therefore addition is 0. Therefore this vector alpha u bar plus v bar indeed belongs to W. So therefore this subset is a subspace of R3. Okay, good. Now what was the next one? I think the next one was, it was equal to 1, I think, right? So all those x, y, z such that the addition of the components x plus y plus z is equal to 1. Number 4. Now the first hint I gave you was, if you see the product, then it will never form a subspace. The second hint is, whenever you see a non-zero constant in the picture, then also it will never ever form subspace. So here you can see you have a non-zero constant. That means the term that only involves the non-zero scalar. It is not having any variable. So whenever you have a non-zero constant in the picture, it will never ever form a subspace. And the obvious reason here is, you can see that the 0 vector does not belongs to W. What is 0 vector? 0, 0, 0. And you can see 0 plus 0 plus 0 is never equal to 1. So whenever you have a non-zero constant, it will never form a subspace. That is the second hint. Okay, what was the next one? It was collection of all x comma y comma sin x. Or you can take cos x also, doesn't matter, where x and y are real numbers. This is a subset of R3. Again, whenever you see trigonometries, sin x, cos x, tan x, okay, whenever you have trigonometry in the picture, then also it will never ever form a subspace. Because it's obvious, right? Because your sine of x plus y is not equal to sin x plus sin y. Okay, so that addition property is not satisfied. Okay, so same for the multiplication. So whenever you have such things, trigonometry terms, that means it will never form a subspace. If here it would have been cos x, you can straight away say 0 vector does not belong to W, because 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 and cos of 0 is 1. So it will never contain 0, 0 vector, 0, 0, 0. So but here you have sin x, so you can take any two vectors. If I take 1, 2, this will be sin 1, and if I take 2, 3, this will be sin 2. Okay, now if you add them, its addition will be what? When I add them up. So these two vectors are in W, but when I add them, I get 3, this is 5, and this is sin 1 plus sin 2. Right? And this is not equal to 3, 5 on sin 3. Because sin 1 plus sin 2 is not equal to sin 3. Okay, what is sin? Okay, so therefore addition of two vector is not belonging to the same vector. So that's the third hint. If you see trigonometries, then it will never form a subspace. And the last hint or the last trick is, whenever the degree is not equal to 1, then it will not form a subspace. So in the last one you have z equal to x square plus y square. As you can see, the degree is not 1, it's not linear. Therefore it will never ever form a subspace. And again you can take an example. Suppose if I take 1, 2, what should be my z? 1 square plus 2 square, which is 5. And if I take 2, 3, 4 plus 9 is 13. Then these two vectors belongs to W, because third component is first component square plus second component square. Third component is first component square plus second component square. But if I add them, 3, 5 and 18, my 3 square plus 5 square is not equal to z. 9 plus 25, which is 34, not equal to 18. So this does not belong to W. So I have two vectors in W, but their addition is not in W. Therefore, this is not a subspace. So the hint is, whenever you see a constant term, okay, whenever you see a product term or a constant or a trigonometry or the degree is bigger than 1, then it will never form a subspace. So these techniques will help you in your exams. So I hope this is clear. If you have any doubt in this, you can ask me in the comment section. And if you have any subsets of Rn, if which you are not sure whether it is forming a subspace or not, then you can ask me in the comment section. Thank you. And yes, do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.